See, so same thing as what I'm talking about. Today, neuroscience calls this automatic neural loops. When you stay in the repetitive pattern, like the men I attracted into my life, all rich, all highly successful, all a lot of women, neural loop. I'm out now, but I was in a neural loop. Habits running below awareness that quietly shape behavior, usually in a negative way, right? Inability to apologize until I'm 47 years old. Breaking them is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is how you rewire, recalibrate your nervous system for love, compassion, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame. That is the reparenting process that we hear about so often. Neuroplasticity, change your neurons, and the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. So when you change your field, change those wounds into wisdom, changes your neurology, the projection changes, your world changes. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Modern science shows belief alters physiology. Thank you, Einstein. Thank you, Einstein. Thoughts influence hormones. If you're constantly like in your subconscious running a fear, like I had a fear of all men until I was 51 years old, I was constantly anxious in society. The day after I saw in myself and changed my wound into wisdom, changed my energy field, I saw my oldest daughter at a market because she used to sell jewelry. She noticed immediately, Mom, you're like not anxious. I'm like, I know. And I told her, I figured out that I had a fear of all men. I feared half the population every day until I was 51 years old. Yeah. So yeah, I was different and noticed immediately because my field was different. So my particle, my body was different. Okay. The brain doesn't just observe the body. It's not the brain. It says the brain here, but I'm not agreeing with that. It's the soul, okay? Lay not up treasures upon earth. Attachment creates fear. Like now, women, are only having 1 or 2 babies. So a lot of fear. How are they? And they kind of coddling and over-controlling and the helicopter parent. I mean, it used to be, the mother would die during childbirth or the kid would die. Like death was much more normalized because now we're too busy being perfect. And we prioritize wealth and convenience over health and well-being. We calibrate our nervous systems for fear, shame, and guilt. And that's how we get to a society with tons of casual sex, all kinds of failed relationships, no one's having kids. This is what happens. Whoever tries to save his life shall lose it. The ego seeks control and safety. But a life lived only to protect itself never fully lives because your energy isn't flowing, okay? So to be alive energy is fluctuating energy. The only constant in life is change, right? So you have to learn how to surrender to your emotions to be able to climb your next mountaintop. I had surrendered to my emotions unknowingly, but no one taught me how to get out of them. So I had 35 years of debilitating lower back pain from my wounds in my childhood. And you can read about it on my website at carrieblazer.com under Origin Story. But I had so much fear, guilt, and shame in me, stored in my womb, that it was emanating as lower back pain. And I was seeking control and safety. I was in my masculine. So I didn't know how to forgive myself. I didn't know how to apologize. I didn't know how to be emotionally healthy because I was so busy protecting myself. I was in survival mode. Letting go reduces fear, restores freedom. Yeah. The nervous system becomes aligned, becomes healthy. And when you have a healthy soul, a healthy nervous system, then you're like that. There's this metrodome experiment where 2 metrodomes are going super fast, other 3 are kind of slow. And in healthy energy, naturally aligns with the highest vibrating energy. So me, when I, keep aligning and releasing the fear, I'm that really fast metrodome helping everybody else.